Welcome back to the Eric Krown crypto channel, and it is strategy day as I wanted to go over a quick and hopefully easy to digest strategy for the Jewel and Jewel Lite. This is essentially a prelude for an upcoming program that I'm going to be releasing, which is essentially just this, a bunch of different strategies, the statistics that go alongside them, and then how to actually do them, of course, as well. All right, sweet. So let's start it off right on over here. Oh, and I should also let you know where you can get the Jewel. It is on the Krown trading application. All right, which there is a link in the description below. Sweet. Now that we're on to it, what time frame are we focusing on? The 15-minute time frame. Of course, you can apply this strategy to other time frames as well, but I would strongly recommend that you do backtest, and you should backtest like anything that you do, just in my humble opinion, as the results will be different. Some time frames definitely better than others. What will be used for the main source of edge? We're going to be using what I refer to as the Krown cross downside, which I'll explain soon enough, the Jewel or Jewel Lite, BBWP, and then PMARP. All right, so first things first, what defines a risk management parameter? Ideally, we want to see a closure above the range highs. In an emergency situation, a wick above the prior trend higher high. In my testing, this actually has not happened once yet, I should say, yet. Of course, that doesn't mean that it can't happen, but it hasn't happened as of now. Regardless of that, always need to have an emergency condition because you'd much rather have it in there for when you actually need it, and just hope that doesn't get hit, I suppose. Other than that, how will positions be entered? First things first, we want to see the Krown cross to the downside. That's what essentially gives the green light to the next few conditions. We need to see the Jewel Lite above 62 at that point, and then the BBWP moving average trending down. So I define a trend down as a decrease in the closure over closure for the moving average number, which sounds like a mouthful, but it's actually very easy once we get into a few examples, if that was not clear. And then the entry will be on the Jewel Lite first tick white upon closure. That's just the only way that I can actually test it in this case right here. And then we're looking for a full position in this case as well. And how will positions be exited, profit taken essentially, when PMARP is below 15 percentile on closure. So if you have a little bit of know-how, if you're rather savvy, you can very easily find some ways to optimize this particular strategy. But I have gone ahead and already backtested 50 results, of which I recorded 20 over here in the Krown Trading Journal. All of this information, by the way, or sorry, this portion, this function of the application is, by the way, free. Anyways, here's the results over 20 trades I've recorded. These are the most recent 20 ones. So far, so good. It was pretty consistent with my results over 50, actually. Win rate of 70%. Average win was 220. Average loss was 220 as well. Here's my actual results over 50 trades, which I'll show you very quickly. 37 out of 50 were wins, so that is a 74% win rate. The average gain was about 1 spot 20. The average loss was spot 0.1%, less than that, so not much. Anyways, let's actually go into a few examples right here, and let's just work it out. So I'm gonna go and just kind of scroll back to some random price action because I've already tested, the more recent price action, so I think it's gonna be less interesting. And I want to get back to we're still in March of 2022. I'd like to get back a little bit further, maybe somewhere around here. We could just kind of work it out. All right, so I'll start it over here. And let's mark off the major things to be aware of. So on PMARP, 15 percentile right there. When things start to tick below there and I'm in a position, well, I want to be taking profit. For the BBWP, when I say a moving average downtrend, or it's not necessarily a downtrend, but just down, I want to see from one closure, in this case where my cursor is currently at, look at the top left, the white number, that represents the moving average. I want to see that number decrease from closure to closure. So in this case, the number at the top left on the current bar is 99.68. The next one is 99.29. That decreased. That would fulfill the condition that I'm looking for. And then, of course, the Jewel Lite itself needs to be above about 62. I'm as close there as I can possibly be. And then it needs to turn white. So again, if you're unfamiliar with how it actually works, well, if you have access to it, you should probably watch the fucking videos. But look at the top left-hand corner. You'll see the number there, 64.3. If it's white, then it's white on closure. If it's this color, then it's not. And if it's this color, it is also not. So white literally means white. So let's go over some examples here. And also the Krown cross. Oh, fuck, I forgot to explain that one. So in this case, there are 3 moving averages. 2 of them are the specific ones that we're really interested in, which is the yellow and the green. That is a 21 and 55 exponential moving average, respectively. We need to see that in the down cross position. So that means the 21 must be below the 55 or the yellow below the green. And that starts right here, obviously. So once that happens, we can start to look for the next set of conditions to be fulfilled. All right. So now we need to see the jewel light turn white, which actually happens over here. Okay, you can see it turns white on the first tick. Is the BBWP moving average now downtrending though? Well, let's see. Let's go to one tick before that, 76.83. If we go to the next one, 77.70. So no, it is not on that one. But what about from that one to the next one? Because it's obviously still white on the jewel light. So 77.70 to 77.30. Moving down, that is an entry. So we'll mark this one off over here. Boom. Okay, let's actually add this one to the sheet. Entry is going to be 42.274. 42.274. 42.274. Boom. It's a short, obviously. And well, now we just look for when PMARP is below 15 percentile on closure. So that's going to be right here. Boom. What's our closing price? 41,596. 41,596. Whoops. 41,596. That's a pretty fucking big trade for a 15-minute. Not bad. Unfortunately, Bitcoin is no longer trading above $40,000, so we don't get massive fucking gains like that. By the way, this strategy is intended for scalping. This is not going to get you the home run plays. It's not designed for that. It's just for quick little scalps, hopefully relatively quick little scalps. Let's move on now. I think we see the Krown cross still to the downside here. I see the jewel light turns white yet again right here. Okay, if we go to one bar beforehand, is the BBWP moving average still moving down? 41.90, new one, 39.21. Boom, we have an entry. Lovely, right here. Okay, and then we just wait. Or where's the range highs? I should probably get off that as well. All right, so in this case, where's our range highs? Kind of coming in from the last range lows, essentially, right there. And you can see a few wicks into there. That's fine. No closures above. Great. And where's our last trend little high? That would be right here. Boom. And so any sort of a wick above there, I'd be out as well. In this case, obviously that does not happen. So where's the exit? Well, when PMARP closes below 15. So this one's close. Yes, you can even take profit there if you want. This one is below, however, at 5.1. So entry is 41.625. 41. Whoops. 625. Okay, we're short. And where's our exit? Closure 47.70. Okay, 47.70. Boom. All right, nice. So far so good. But I should find some losers so that we can see what it looks like on a loss, because that's also important. All right, let's find some more examples. Okay, moving on. Do we have one right here? I think we do. All right. Krown cross is still to the downside. Okay, let's look for the jewel light. It turns white right here. Now let's look at the BBWP moving average. Let's go to the one close before. It's 9.68, and I'm just reading this number right here, where my slightly above my cursor, by the way. So on the one before, 9.68, the potential entry would have been 10.48. So no, it is not decreasing yet. But what about the next one? Because it is white still. It actually goes up again at 11.03. So no, that would have been a loser, and probably for good measure. Well, actually, no. This one would have eventually been a winner anyway, so no. But do we get another try over here? Yes, no. Just try to, no, not right there. Yep, not right there again, but what about here? Nope. All of that is on expanding, which we do not want. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is going to be a good example of a loser. Great. Finally. All right, so Krown cross to the downside. We see jewel white turn white right here on closure. And from the prior one to the current one, it decreases slightly. So the entry would have been, what was it right here? Yes. Great. All right. Okay, so where's our range highs? Okay, in this case, quite simple. Range highs are coming in from this breakdown right here. Also prior little support, so you could even just pull this back, boom, something like that, you see. All right, nice and simple. And in this case, where's our prior trend higher high? Well, It's actually like way fucking far back there, so it's not even relevant. In this case, we see that it closes above right here, so it is going to be going into the loss category. Yes, in hindsight, this trade would have worked out for you you know, in hindsight, but we don't have that when we're actually trading, so we do not hold through something like this because it is you know, going to be one of those iterations that's most likely to fail, if you will. All right, so let's add this one to the list. Closure is 38,005. Okay. All right, 38,005. Boom. S. Okay. And where's our 38,629? 38,629. All right, so we got a loser. We got a loser. We're losing it all. No, that's the purpose of risk management, for fuck's sake. All right, do we have another one here? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, so this one's an interesting one, actually. All right, Krown crosses to the downside still in this region. We see jewel light turn white right here. From closure to closure, the prior moving average moves down. Yes, so we can obviously see that. So our entry is right here. Okay, range highs, where are they at? Well, quite simply put, from this little area right here. Boom. Okay. And you can see that things do trade above there later on, but not before going below 15 percentile right here. Nonetheless, this is a loss. And so this kind of brings up a bit of a nuanced situation. When you do hit the PMARP, but it is a loss, get out. It's more wise. Yes, sometimes it'll go in your direction, but other times it'll do this, and you don't want to be sitting through that, obviously. So let me mark this one off. 37,976, 39,976, I think it was. Something like that. Let me just double check. 39,796. Yes. 37,976. 37,976. There we go. Okay. That would have been bad. 38,115 is going to be the exit here. 38. Boom. Okay. Let me just double check on this because that is 37,976. 976. Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. Okay. So win rate goes down a little bit. Yep. We kind of expect that. Let's go and find some other price action, do a few more examples together, and then I'll send you off on your very merry way, hopefully. Let's go over here, see some stuff that we haven't seen at all before, just get some new fresh price action. Here we go. All right, so we have a big Krown cross to the downside starting here. Okay, after that, we can start to look. And what do you know? We have... Actually, this one would not work out. Very close, but would not work out. Unfortunately, because that would have been a fucking great trade, actually. So not perfect on the strategy, but usually pretty damn good. All right, still no iterations here. Getting closer, though. Getting closer. Here we go. All right, we have Krown cross to the downside. Yes, jewel light turns white right here. Closure over closure. I'm just looking at the moving average. It does decrease right here. Boom. Okay, entry. Range highs, where they at? Nice and simple, right here. Okay, and after that, we just wait for PMARP to get below 15. So entry is going to be 4128. 4128. Okay, and exit is going to be 39,815. 39. Boom. Okay, very nice. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go find another one. Do we have another one right here? Getting close again, but not quite. What about right here? Here we go. Okay. All right, so we have another one right here about. Range highs, where they at? Let me just, boom, blow it up a little bit more. I mean, it's technically still this region right here, but I would personally move it down to these sort of accumulation of wicks, because that's probably gonna, you know, work rather well anyways. And then what do you know after that? Things drop off the fucking face of the earth. Boom, right there. Is that actually below? Yes, 12. Okay. So entry 39926. 39926. Boom. Okay, and there we go. And over here, 39338 exit. 39,338 exit. Okay. Lovely. All right, so we've done 26 trades now, 69% win rate. I'm going to leave it there just for the memes, but I did actually test it a little bit higher, to be fair. Anywhere around there is completely fine. Average loss starting to creep up a little bit more there, so that's kind of what I do expect on a strategy like this, to be fair. But overall viable. So other than that, I wanted to give out this strategy as kind of like a quick insight as to what to expect on a program like that. Also for people looking to actually get the jewel, this is what you can, this is a strategy that you can use yourself. Again, with some slight variations, some slight tweaks, you can make it massively more profitable. And other than that, because I have been promoting ByBit recently, I do want to make sure that anyone who is going into trading has some sort of a working template that you can work off of. There are links in the description below. I don't know what promotion ByBit will be, offering at that time, but probably some sort of a deposit bonus plus X, Y, and Z or whatever it might be. So with all of that said, that'll do it for this video. I want to be wishing you well. Take care, much love, and see you hopefully soon.